Welcome. I'm here with Peter Harris, the president and CEO of FloSpine. Peter, it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us. How are you?
Good morning. Yes, thanks for having me. I'm doing well here in southern Florida, so we're enjoying some nice weather compared to the rest of the country. So,
Outstanding. It's great to have you here. Peter, glad everything's going well on your end. Kick us off and give us a basic overview of what FloSpine does. Can you start there for us?
sure, absolutely. So, FloSpine, we design and develop spinal implants. So these are typically where people have degenerative disc disease, scoliosis, sciatica, that's like radicular nerve pain down your leg. We supply implants, which is rods, screws, plates, etc., to surgeons who then place these in patients in hospitals and surgery centers. The number two reason why patients go see their primary care physician is because of back pain, so it's a big growing market. So, and we've been in business since we did our first surgeries back in 2015.
Amazing. Let's talk about KeyLift. What is it and why is it so innovative?
Right, exactly. So KeyLift is a new implant we came out a couple of years ago, and what it's designed to do is patients, if they suffer from what they call spinal stenosis. So spinal stenosis is where your spinal canal starts to narrow. And this can be caused by your discs bulging out, the nerve roots get pinched, and so you get the same symptoms as radicular nerve pain. So what the KeyLift does, instead of being a major surgery, what spine surgeons typically do, and putting the rods and screws in, the KeyLift can be done in an outpatient basis for a very small incision, and it goes in and actually offloads the nerve roots and can fix to the spine. And so this puts off having the big surgery with screws and rods. And the nice thing about this is it can be done in a surgery center, and in a very quick time frame, you probably get to be in and out of a surgery center within a few hours. And the procedure takes less than 20 to 25 minutes to do the procedure.
Fantastic. And what kind of sales numbers have you achieved? Can you talk about the business side and what your hopes are for these inside the next year as well?
Sure. And so with our current products, since we launched, we've done over $9 million of sales. And every year we've ramped up. This year we're going to close, we're 2022. I forget we're in 23 now. So in 2022 we closed just around about 1.9 million. And that was 25% over what we did the previous year in 2021. So for this year, we are predicting, almost doubling that, especially with the KeyLift come out. And we predict within 5 years, we're going to be around the $50 million mark. And this is going to be mainly driven by the KeyLift implant sales.
Amazing. Okay, and then let's talk a little bit about the demand side. How much of a demand is there in the US for spinal surgeries? Is it growing? Is it augmenting over time? What are the major lifestyle factors that are driving this growth?
Sure. Definitely growing market. A lot of the baby boomers are getting old now, so hips, knees, spine is very big. Spinal stenosis, which I mentioned, is a narrowing of the spinal canal. Every year in the US alone, there's 250 to 500,000 cases from spinal stenosis. So, and as I mentioned, this is the number two reason why surgeons go in or patients go see their primary care physician. So it's definitely a growing market. I know they predict, by 2024 in the US alone, it's going to be about a $12 billion market.
Incredible. And Peter, has there been a move towards less invasive methods for spinal surgeries? Is this accelerating over time too? And how is this being driven by patients and doctors alike?
Yeah, absolutely. So minimally invasive surgeries is getting more and more common, and this is due to patients don't want to have large incisions and don't want to have overnight hospital stays, etc. So one of the things with the KeyLift implant, it can be done through a very small incision, 1 to 2 inches. So definitely that's becoming more trendy, minimally invasive, working laparoscopically. And another trend is also robotics as well, where surgeons can use a robot to insert the implants. So that's also becoming a big trend as well. So, one of the things about the KeyLift, which we're very excited about, is that interventional pain surgeons are starting now to do these procedures in outpatient surgeries. So we see that as a huge market where these surgeons can now get involved on the spine surgery side as well.
Outstanding. And Peter, a final question for you. What's the most exciting technology on the horizon for spinal surgeries that's going to fundamentally change people's lives?
Well, definitely the minimally invasive is going to make a big impact. Doing surgeries, through a small incision. The KeyLift, which I actually have over here, because it's very small implant, this can be done through a small incision, and then also if you can do it through a local anesthetic as well, especially with older patients, that's going to be very helpful to these patients. So you don't undergo the whole general anesthesia in that. So that's going to be the big thing in the future, and robotics as well is going to be the feature. Our current implants, our pedicle screws, actually work with a navigation system as well. So we're already kind of in that realm of robotics and minimally invasive surgeries.
That's incredible. It's been an absolute pleasure learning more about the exciting potential of this technology and what you're working on. Michael Murray here with Benzinga, joined by Peter Harris, the president and CEO of FloSpine. Thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure.